Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whenever and wherever you are. And welcome back to the beta plan playing The Darkest Woods. Now, I normally am not one for horror games because my imagination is just too powerful and I can get really downright and nitty gritty with it. But I am a sucker for black and white. For this rainfall in the back. And this lovely music. And I know that some people like to see their favorite YouTuber getting scared of the living bejeebus out of them, so I thought, why not for one show the voice? When it gets all scared, let's go into this horror game. You wake up among the trees, there's blood on your head, but you can't find a wound. You're trying to understand what's happened, but your mind responds with silence. Well, that's a great start. Go forth. That's not very human-like sounds. On the other side of the path, you see a dark man. He is shaking. Maybe it's just an optical illusion, but it looks like he has no hands. Yes, knowing that this is a horror game, I'm not gonna heal the man. Can we pick up the baby though? We can. You picked up a mutilated doll. What a man will grow up from a kid that do such things to toys? That's not proper English, but alright. Go to the right. Why there's a baby crying? You see a tiny wooden shed on a hill. It doesn't look like a place for living, but you can clearly hear a baby crying. When a baby cries, a mother doesn't stand in the corner like that. You notice a pale, thin woman standing in the corner. Looks like she didn't notice you. Beside her you see a pram. A cry is coming from it. Look into the pram. No, baby! Crying is coming from the pram. You see a rusted crucifix. You can't locate the source of the sounds. Wait. I want to replace one with the other. Bad sound. You took a rusted crucifix from the pram. The crying stopped. You hear an eerie laugh, expecting the worst. You understand that nothing happened at all. You place the doll inside a pram. You feel much better now. I have the feeling... Where's the lady? It seems the woman disappeared, but you can still sense her presence. Well, at least we didn't get killed. Your gaze presents an overgrown glade. You discern an old well in the middle. Who might use it? Well, look into the well. A damp scent is coming from the well. Water is dank and... I didn't even have time to read that. What the hell? A pale iron surface from the water. You can see a key in a palm, but you can't reach it with your bare hands. Well, a crucifix is not going to help me with that. Nor with these combination locks, which I have no idea to. Is a crucifix going to help with this, man? Let's try this. Yes, it does. You take out the crucifix, and this moment the dark man starts to tremble. He later turned into a cloud of black smoke and flew away. You're frightened. Not a path. It's free. Okay, go for it. This is going to be creepy. The path leads to an old mansion with doors shut and the windows boarded up. You thought that you had noticed a movement in one of the windows. It seems like if someone wanted to isolate the house from the world. Well, let's first go to the left. Left, the path leads you to a mutilated dead body attached to a tree. A meat hook sticks from it. You see a note on the body. You're shaking. Behind the tree you see an endless woods. Let's take... Oh, I can't grab it. And what does this say? Stay away. A note says stay away. This is not the best thing to find in the cold dark forest. No, neither is a meat hook. Go to the right. This says welcome. Great. Oh, here's a key. Probably we need that in order to we need the key from the well in order to open this. You see the basement entrance that is secured with a massive lock. Someone wrote a greeting on the wall. Gas lamp is lit. I wonder who did that. Can we take the news with us? Alright, we take the news with us. We're going to go back. We're not going to go in the house yet. We're going to go back a little more. We're going to go to the left. We're going to look into the well. And I say we're going to try and use the noose. But I can't hook it. Alright, well then it's clear. You pick up the key. Arm slowly drowns. Goosebumps. Well, you have the key. Well, at least the puzzle logic is quite logical. At least for me to follow. Perhaps it's just my mind, huh? Alright, I say that this massive steel locks the seal's door. You probably need a key to remove it. I say this key. The old doors lead to the basement and short. Sorry, I couldn't even read that. I didn't have the time. I didn't know it was a timed event, but I see the same type of shadow. So up, I use the crucifix again. You take out an old crucifix and hit the man with it. Success! He screams in agony and slowly disappears. What is this thing? I don't know. Woods Family Inn. We are always open. This is a family photo. Looks like this house is some kind of hotel. Faces seem to be spoiled, but you can clearly see a boy's face. It looks familiar. Like the man's? Go forth? Whoa! Who was that? In the corner of your eye, you see a figure that rushes upstairs. You can't tell if it's a human being. You feel uncomfortable. You know what? What does this do? Yes, save. Oh, we're going to save. Something tells me we could die at any moment. Woods Inn, 201, 22, 203, bathroom, dining room, janitor. Reception, this is probably going to be needed somewhere. Oh, yeah. Ah, locked. Look to the left. Oh, there we know it. 3rd of October, a week passed since Mr. Wood hired me as a janitor. Woods Inn, located in the forest, far away from the city. And this is just perfect. Mr. Wood is a great lad. He allows me to keep my hat on at home and doesn't ask much questions. It's weird that he hired me, especially after I insisted keeping my hat on, even inside. He wasn't asking much about my past. He believed in me. Wish there were more people like him. I got janitor closet in my private room. It's pretty cozy. Woods Inn can't fit much visitors, so there's no reason for me to complain. Finally, I'm safe. They won't find me here. What the hell did you do? I can't pick up the hat, unfortunately. First floor. Alright. Go upstairs. We should now enter the reception. Oh, bloody hell. We're going to save again. I assume that for each door we open, we're going to find a jump scare, probably. You enter a thin cold corridor. The thing is gone. You're weak knocking from the 202 room. This is too quick, man. I can't read all of this. Go downstairs. Something is knocking. Oh, that's this downstairs. Alright, I thought this was the 202 has something in it. I don't want to open it. Let's go to the bathroom. It's a small bathroom. Wall is damaged and you can see a facade. It smells horrible here. You cover your nose and avoid the smell. Yeah. Can we take the rotten hat? I'm not sure if that's needed, but we don't seem to be able to pick this up. We now can pick up the crucifix. I would love another crucifix. Oh. Well, at least it has water. It looks cloudy. It's not the best idea to drink it. Well, perhaps we also can click on the bathroom. Does anyone need to go? Let's go to the dining room. That's locked. Let's go to the... we just been to the bathroom. My mistake. Let's go to the janitor's room. Also locked. Let's go to 203. Locked. 201. 201 is not locked. I really want to avoid 202. A small room. It's cold here, but smells good. Pictures on the wall. You see a recorder beside the bed. This room is quiet and calming. This stands out to me, but I can't pick that up. I can't pick this up. A little scalpel. Alright. Pick up an old tape. Looks like it was recorded right here.
A week passed since my arrival. This place is just a treasure for paranormal activity research. I asked for a room that once were used by a crazy woman with a child. She was in the newspaper. This place carries a unique atmosphere. We've made a good friendship with Mary Woods. Mr. Woods should probably pay more attention. I brought my telescope with me and we often observe stars in the night with Mary. Mr. Woods doesn't appreciate this and locks the dining room every night. But we have a spare key. We usually hide it in a toilet bank.
Ah, well, a clue then to what a bank it is. But why did you... What up? We have a key for the dining room. That's the way to use it. It's always a bit of wondering how you do it. So, just an ordinary dining room. The table is empty. Something is dripping from the ceiling. Not that I can see. All I can see is a telescope. Which doesn't aid me much. I don't know why I would use a scalpel on the telescope. I also can't really use the telescope, it seems. I expected that. Oh! A second save. Whoa! Well, there you have the first jump scare that scared you on the beta plan. I'm sure you enjoyed that. Alright, let's go back to this room 201 because we found another tape. You see a damned doll on a bed. It's staring right at you. This is wicked. Who brought it here? The air suddenly feels cooler. You try to pick up the doll, but a lightning strike scares you. The room is empty, a silent rain behind the window. You think about sleep, but you're afraid that it would be your last sleep.
A new guest arrived yesterday. He was tired and promised to pay after plenty of sleep. I woke up in the middle of night because of the noise that was coming from the corridor. Mr. Woods was beating the shit out of the new guest. It's turned that the guest was just a junkie. He stole a medkit key in order to find some stuff there. I suggested to call the cops, but Wood said that there's no need to. He grabbed the guy and threw him into a dining room, then entered himself and locked the door. The next morning there was no sign of a guy nor the medkit key. I still wonder where it might be.
Well, that medkit we saw, so let's go back to the dining room then. Should there be a key around here somewhere? Or is that perhaps in the head of the... Oh, hold on. We have a scalpel. This is going to be a little bit macabre, but... You cut the head with a scalpel. Why did you do this? Look, you're going crazy. No, I actually wondered if perhaps the key was somewhere in this place, you know? Stuffed into his mouth. That's kind of what I was thinking there. Dining room. We already looked behind the curtain. I don't really see a place where to hide a key. I don't want to make the episode too long. This game is a little longer than the usual ones. By the way, let's save because we have gained again a lot of information. Where could it be? Oh. Today's a big day, a birthday of little Rosie. Miss Woods gave birth to her first child. Labor lasted for days. I was running up and down the stairs holding a bowl with hot water for 2 days. Mr. Wood decided to take the delivery all by himself. That's strange because he doesn't have a medical degree. It's finally happened at his office this night. There was a horrible storm outside, so the lights went out. Probably because of shock. I thought that the eyes of the newborn were solid red and had no pupils. I hope the demonic scream that I heard that night was just my imagination. After the baby was born, Mr. Wood grabbed her and threw me out of his office. I went to my room. That night I had a horrible dream. We also now have... I still wanted to... Should we use this on... You hit the ceiling of our room. The crack became wider. Yes, there is something here. Oh! At least I understand the logic of the game. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Crack breaks. A headless man falls down the room. Broom breaks under his weight. You look like you enjoy doing this. You're so messed up. And there is the medkit key. At least I understood the puzzle logic. I just didn't have yet the proper key. There we go. Another tape. How many tapes are there going to be? I wonder. How long is this already going on? I do not know, actually. I didn't... Ooh, the game is sucking me in a little. Alright. Let's go for the third tape.
It's been a year since I moved here. I see horrible dreams. Can't really describe them. 202 is being occupied by an Englishman, Nigel Weld. He's a chemist, traveling around the world, learning things. Woods asked him to derive a formula that I never seen before. An accident happened during the experiment and Nigel's face got all messed up. He fell into depression, and after Woods made a portrait of him, totally lost his mind. Sitting in his room, moaning only one word. Handsome. After some time, he locked himself into O2. The only way to reach him was to use the phone.
The phone, alright. Have you already seen the phone? I don't know if we have. This is the reception. Oh, there it is. Oh, hold on. Hold on. 202. Mr. Woods, that is 206. 202. I think we should just type in 202. Alright. Oh. Before we do that, let's save just one more time. Continue.
Now you know.
Now I know what? "202 is open. Ajar." Alright, a space room. You notice a terrifying picture on the wall. Something is flickering on the bed. You can't shake off the feeling of being watched. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to look at it. Oh my! That is most likely his face. Perhaps we need to type something on here, but I don't know what yet. Are we really going to look under the bed? A flashlight, alright. Portrait backed off. So where was it dark that we need a light for? Wait, the door is locked. A panic starts to beat you. Uh-oh. We have turned on the, No? Woods? Not yet possible. We have our flashlight on. Oh! I think we are dead. Yes, indeed. Well, perhaps you can find the end of this game, and let me not spoil everything for you, or the ending of it. As you can see already after the first jump scare, the second doesn't do me much, but, well, nonetheless, I do find it a very interesting game, and perhaps you may get a little bit more enjoyment out of it. I'll say I thank you for watching, and remember, great peril yields great beauty.